Chiltern people for Ben's Kitchen Disco. Live on Chiltern Voice.
Good evening. It's that time again. The first track is going out to Little Big Man James. And you know what? James, I've got a bit of M&M for you to open the show tonight. You can reach out to me, studio@chilternvoice.fm, and don't be shy, I won't bite. We're broadcasting live. You're locked into Chiltern Voice, and I'm telling you now, the live show that I'm doing tonight is going to make you feel as if a bucket of cold water has been thrown over your head, and you know what? You're going to love it. Right, let's do this. Are you ready to bounce, James? Here we go. Your Friday night would feel empty without me. This is Ben's Kitchen Disco. Eminem is so talented. He's been around for a while. For Tony Pants. Tony, come and have a chance. First time on Chiltern Voice. Here we go. Tom Zanetti. If you like that, you're going to love this. Next one is from Biscuits, Don't You Know? Oh, you're feeling me tonight, Chiltern people. What a vibe. First time on Chiltern Voice, Biscuits, Don't You Know?
Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
Oh, yes. Just heads up, if you're driving, Bell Lane in Little Chalfont is currently closed. There's no way round, and saying it's going to be closed until the 17th of June. So please don't ignore the closed signs, because there's a big hole. That's Bell Lane in Little Chalfont, people. Right, the Bagnall Project in Chesham has teamed up with Combat Academy, the UK's #1 personality, safety and self-defence trainer for the public, police and armed forces. You can learn how to defend yourself and increase your fitness levels in a supportive, safe environment. There's free taster sessions on Saturdays at 12:30 to 1:30. Places are limited. Booking is essential.
Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
So you can contact the Bagnall Project. You can call them on 0300 666 2747. That's 0300 666 2747 to book your place. That's the Oasis partnership at the Bagnall Project in Chesham. I passed a guy right today. It's really sad. He was crying. He was an AA van, and he was sobbing uncontrollably. And I thought, that man's heading for a breakdown. I usually stay off social media, especially Facebook, because it can be very toxic at times, but it's really good to prepare my show, to find out what's happening in the community. And I must confess that this made me laugh. Really funny photograph, right? Boris Johnson married to his new wife. And next to it is Wurzel Gummidge and Aunt Sally. You can't tell the difference. The comparison is fantastic. That really made me laugh. Next tune's going out to Matt Field. Are you ready, Matt? Don't you know what you're doing? In Excess. Suicide Totty. I can't get enough of In Excess. It's doing this show that's done it. You start playing tunes that you haven't heard for ages and you go just fall in love with them all over again. You know what I'm hearing? Saying, reach out to me, don't be shy, studio@chilternvoice.fm. Remember, this is your community radio station. There is nothing better than live community radio, I'm telling you. Especially on a Friday night, 7 till 9. Come on. Get in and have a dance. Time to jump up and down. Can't get enough of this one either. Here we go. Like a bucket of cold water on your face. Thanks, Sarah. Sarah's loving the vibe. Ben's Kitchen Disco. And you love it. Just do my bit for the community, people. Chiltern people. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Next tune's going out for Sarah. Sarah, are you ready? Special tune just for you. She's nodding her head in agreement. Oh yes, thank you, Ben. Sarah Blackman. She's just put a glass of wine down. She's made some rum. Go for it, Sarah. Sarah said, faithless, we are not worthy. I hear ya. This is community radio at its best. If you've got a charity you want me to shout out about,
I need to sleep out.
reach out to me, studio@chilternvoice.fm. Hang on to that energy. We're going to launch into the ads. I'll be right back. Give you a bit of time to come up for air.
Ben's Kitchen Disco. Live on Chiltern Voice.
I'm so proud this show is sponsored by the Burger Box. So if you're hungry, you know what to do. Timo Mass, time to get down, people. I love this tune, and so will you. Let's do this. Get in! You are locked into Chiltern Voice. We are a not-for-profit community radio platform. Whilst the station can be listened to and enjoyed by you, the focus for the station is to help promote local charities and voluntary groups within the Chilterns. And businesses can also help support the project by advertising or sponsoring the station, like the Burger Box does for my show, which will also promote their businesses. Timo Mass, get down. And that's what you are doing. You're locked into Chiltern Voice with Ben's Kitchen Disco. Chiltern Voice has won a full-time FM community radio licence for the Amersham and Chesham areas of Buckinghamshire. And the service will be available on FM and online. Once launched, it will be accessible to listeners in the same way as any other radio station in their cars, homes and at work. And you can follow us and find out all about that across social media for updates of this project. Just want to shout out to the Cheshire Muslim Community Foundation, bringing communities together. So on Facebook, if you type in Chesham MC Foundation, you'll find them. If you're feeling vulnerable, I suggest you reach out to them. From my own personal experience, they're really kind. It's about positive vibes and kindness within the community, people. And that's what Cheshire Muslim community is all about. So I just want to send them big love tonight. I've got a tune for Joe Hand coming up, who's been studying hard up north. So Joe, make some room. You're going to need your air guitar for this one. Joe Hand is back in town. Tomorrow night he's going to cook his parents a lovely big meal to say thank you for coming and picking him up. Ain't that right, Joe Hand? Rocker's Revenge, Walking on Sunshine. Listening to me here at Chiltern Voice, you're walking on sunshine, ain't ya? Sunshine. Are you ready for Ben's Kitchen Rant? Sunshine. We got a great one tonight. So, every week I talk about something. I invite you into my kitchen, not only to have a dance, but sometimes we have a little rant, a kitchen chat, a kitchen talk, and also invite you listeners to contribute to this part of the show, where you email me, studio@chilternvoice.fm, to let off some steam. And if it's suitable for our wonderful audience, I'll read it out. And I'm about to read an awesome one out from the wonderful Matt Field. Thank you so much, Matt, for this one. All right, brace yourselves. Matt Field says, "Hi Ben, hope you're well. My rant this week is about something I had the misfortune of watching last Friday morning, and fits nicely around what you discussed last week about low content television. I didn't have time to message you because I was working at the time. Basically, on Friday morning, I was eating my breakfast when my son, little big man James, switched on the TV in the kitchen. Some morning TV show was being broadcast via the BBC, and I can't remember the name of it, and it's not something I would normally watch. I couldn't be bothered changing channels. I was in a rush to eat my food." I'm hearing you on that one, Matt. "So I left it running for some background noise, and I suddenly became distracted by the show, and it started to wind me up somewhat. Basically, a former X Factor star who could actually sing well was in what was described as her own kitchen, offering one of her exclusive life hack tips. She had apparently discovered a method for storing multiple chargers and cables in the top drawer of a kitchen unit using self-adhesive Velcro pads and straps so the cables never become tangled. She was so proud of it and sold it with such enthusiasm. Not in big capital letters, Matt writes. She looked embarrassed to be even doing it. The main presenters were so on board with it that they blew it up like it was a greater discovery than the COVID vaccine. Their patter had more cheese than a supermarket chilled display. Lovely image there, Matt. I watched in utter disbelief and found the hairs on the back of my neck standing up because I was so annoyed that the programme was so poor. You can get your hair removed on your back, Matt. Just letting you know. The article took up about 15 minutes of airtime. The celebrity was not even in her own kitchen. It was clearly a cheap studio set. The units had never been used, nor had the cooker, which wasn't connected. It made me angry that the producer couldn't even be bothered about such minor and obvious attention to detail. Absolutely. A kitchen company had obviously paid the BBC to plug their items, and it would appear the celebrity wanted to raise her profile on mainstream TV time. I was left wondering if people actually watch this garbage on a regular basis and actually believe in it. Are people going to start emptying their kitchen drawers to store chargers and cables on Velcro? ? What kind of audience is actually being targeted? The article had absolutely zero content, and I imagine that the rest of the show was on par with this. I'm disappointed that such a large broadcasting corporation could get away with allowing paid for airtime to be filled with such lazy and unintelligently produced content. All the best, Matt. Round of applause for Matt Field. Yes, Matt, I'm hearing you, man. My beef right now is that Gogglebox. People being filmed, watching TV and their reactions. It's really popular. To me, it's moving wallpaper. Vacuous, cheap, and it's like, is that the best they can do? I'm sure if you're listening and you got a hamster, it could come up with a better idea than that. Really? Death of TV? Matt, I look forward to your next contribution, my friend. Fantastic. Here we go. You're locked into Chiltern Voice, Ben's Kitchen Disco. And you know what? You're loving it, ain't ya? Tony Pants is asking me my favourite Bond film. Pants, I reckon the James Bond film that starts off with that Day of the Dead parade. I think it's Spectre. I really like that one.
Leads the way.
Here we go. Love this. Let those memories flow. Melissa LeDuc, welcome back. Next tune's for you. Old school. Blondie, Call Me. So, yesterday we were in Marlow, right, in a cafe looking out to the street. And this couple pulled up in a Nissan Qashqai. And it was one of those moments that I wish I had a camera. If I filmed what we witnessed, it would have gone viral. The space was big, the car was big, she couldn't handle it. Her husband noticed that myself and Clara were watching, and he gave me a nodding in sort of embarrassed smile as, yes, you can see what she's doing. I think she took probably close to 10 minutes to park this car. I ain't kidding. It was so painful. I was thinking, why isn't your boyfriend, husband or whatever helping you or taking over? It was embarrassing. They were quite old. And it made me realise, it started making me be aware of people that are driving cars that they can't manoeuvre into spaces. So here's the thing, when you get a new car, try practicing it, parking it, to save petrol and time and embarrassment. She only parked the car when the car behind her actually moved, so the space was like big enough for a bus. My own opinion, and not the opinion of anyone else here at Chiltern Voice, is that I think at a certain age people should retake their driving tests. So another charity shout out time. CheshamCommunityFridge.org. and it's open to everyone. They share good food that would otherwise go to waste. I actually volunteer and help them twice a week myself. If you go to the website, you can donate. It's next to the Broadway Baptist Church in Chesham. It's a non-profit charity project that aims to redistribute surplus food to the general community that would otherwise become food waste. It aims to relieve pressures on household food budgets, provide a community area that fosters sharing and collaboration, reduce local business food waste, and raise public awareness around this food issue. I'm telling you, it's shocking the amount of surplus food the supermarkets get rid of. So yeah, check them out, cheshamcommunityfridge.org. And remember, this is an interactive live show, Chiltern people. So come on. Get in touch with me, studio@chilternvoice.fm, because it just comes alive when you interact. I'm not saying it's dead when you don't interact, it's still awesome, you know what I'm saying? I'm here every Friday from 7 till 9. And if you're listening whilst you're cooking, just make sure you don't burn yourself because you're having so much fun. And if you get messages to me and I can't read them out, I promise I will mention them the following week. Matt Field, because of your contribution on tonight's show, which was absolutely awesome, this next tune is especially for you, my friend. Thank you so much for what you wrote. Here we go. Sarah says, you're playing her youth. Melissa Leduc says, I remember my dad playing The Police on Sunday mornings in the early 80s on vinyl. Oh, wow. Right, I need to make someone feel magnificent. Dominic in Canada is locked in. He says, dear Ben's Kitchen Disco, I think we've all been sick of a long work week and need a weekend cure. Seeing as it's Friday, Ben's Kitchen Disco, can you play the classic song It's Friday, I'm in Love by The Cure for us folks, all the way here in Canada. The Cure going out to my brother from another mother, Dominic in Canada. Oh yes, thank you. Matt Field says, you're spoiling me tonight. Thank you so much. Two of my favourite tunes in one show, In Excess and Police Greatest Hits, have been on my two most played iTunes album in recent weeks. Love it. Matt, thank you so much, Matt. Well, if you like those two, you're going to go crazy for this. Got a brilliant email before the show from Charlotte Field. Says, anticipation is growing in the Field household for today's show. Thank you so much for that. Let's stay in this 80s vibe. Dominic, you'll love this one. One of my favourite bands, people. I hope you're enjoying the radio action tonight. Thank you so much for all your messages. Oh yes. Sing it loud. I know you're obsessed with Ben's Kitchen Disco. I feel you on that. This is live community radio. Yes! Makes me think of Kenny Everett. Dominic in Canada. He gets two tunes tonight. Is that a rough week? Do you think I'm sexy? Rod Stewart for Dominic. I hope you've enjoyed the trip tonight. Check out our website, chilternvoice.fm. Explore our broadcast schedule. Click on the How to Donate button for the merchandise. Chiltern Voice merchandise is now available with a selection of designs. Available on t-shirts, bags, and all the profits are going back into the running of this station. I like the t-shirts. So tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 10 till 12, Mark Bilsby. 8 till 10, Phil Holmes, The Weekend Breakfast. 12 till 2, The Bob and Pete Show. And then 2 till 4, you got to listen to the Chiltern Voice Youth Show. And from 4 till 6, we got Andy Henley, Big Ones and New Ones. Who were misses? And from 8 till 11, Stafford's World with Mark Stafford. Yeah, so explore our website. As usual, I'm blown away with your texts and your emails tonight. I really appreciate the support and the interaction. It's nice. It just seems every week this audience is getting bigger and bigger with new faces coming along, so thank you. And if you've got any suggestions for songs, let me know, or subjects, let me know, because I produce this show all on my own. Every single track. Everything I talk about is pre-planned. Plus, I like to be spontaneous now and again. Keep it fresh and exciting. So, you can get hold of me, studio@chiltonvoice.fm, or on Facebook, you just type in Ben's Kitchen Disco, and you're in the crowd, mate. Here we go. Oh, yes. You've been locked into Ben's Kitchen Disco. I'm here every Friday, 7 till 9. Thank you so much for your interaction. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm about to drop the mic and exit stage right. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's vibe as much as I have. I hope it's cheered you up if you've had a rough week. I hope you'll come away from this feeling positive. My name's Ben. I'm out of here. I'll see you next week.